Just a note for everyone, sorry to interrupt here, but we are working on fixing the cropping. Sorry, this is all a little bit last second organized here. But we're working on getting all the crops fixed. We didn't have time for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got sword and forest pull of all things.
Well, at the very least, this should be a good one.
Yeah, there's probably going to be something in the bakery, and if other Zelda titles have taught me anything, then that for Always Pearl is always the wind-themed dungeon.
And apparently we are off, or did we already go off?
We should be off.
Yeah, we're off.
Okay, I was looking at something else. My apologies. Looks like Shocky wants to immediately head to the town and then set the warp. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay, he's got a Castle Stone.
Well, that'll certainly help at the start.
Yeah, lately we had quite a lot of Castle Stones early. So we had a few, 40 minutes, fortress openings.
Oh, early bomb bag.
And we have we've got a map check, so we don't need droplets and we don't need deep wood. So we do need all 8 kinstones. Sorry, 9 of them. So that's nice. But yeah, it looks like Bluesy is going straight into the Quickring, Cloud Tops, and the Gust Jar. Okay, that's awesome.
We're just getting a lot of stuff, but the grip ring won't even help until we get a bottle and a sword, right?
Yeah, either that or the Very Falls Kinstone to get up to Very Falls. Although that's more or less out of logic. Okay, there's only a hot container on Stockwell's shop. However, yeah, as soon as they get actually something to access Deepwood, like the Flippers or the Jabbernet, that could theoretically make them go into that, just because you've got a very early Gust Jar. That's usually telling you, yeah, maybe there's something in Deepwood. Okay, that's a spin for Blizzy.
I thought I saw that by the farm.
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm saying, you might have rolled a Turbojet Seed, who knows? Just because usually, well, it's always the Gust Jar that's the last location item. So, the item just before go mode. And that's the ball for Bluesy. Okay, so we've got access to Quennel. And we can actually climb up and go to Cave of Flames to Vanilla Way.
We do have spin attack, we do have a bottle, do we have a sword?
Oh yeah, we do need a sword. Right. Yeah. Okay, that's London key. Down thrust for Sean.
Well, we may actually need the Lon key today. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, that's possible. Although we can substitute the sword for the cape or the flippers in order to access Quennel using Northern Hyrule Field.
I did see a quiver pickup.
Yep. So the quiver was in Minish Woods. However, the quivers aren't really that useful in Minish Cap. You start out with 30 arrows, and usually 30 is just enough. Oh yeah, with the London key, they kind of got access to the Lake Hylia area now. So they just need something to cross the lake, and they can possibly just go into Hylia, and Sean finds the sword. So
Okay, so Mount Crennel or Minish Woods, what's the better play?
I'd say it's Mount Crennel, just because they already have the grip ring, and just bombs and well, Sean doesn't, but we know where all that stuff is. So with all the items up in so Lucy finds a lantern in Minish Woods. In Minish Village. So that's huge. They don't really have access to droplets right now, but I suppose as soon as they get back to the main map, they can just go to Quennel, get the beanstalk there, which is maybe 20 items. If they want to, they can continue into Cave of Flames, and if not, they just go towards the the London area. Yeah.
Alright, training with Swiftblade, not providing us much weight. That's a second
fighting
sword.
a sword, yeah.
Outside of... just outside of the village.
Yeah,
So
in the Minish crack.
that's 2 swords already. One more, and we can start talking about cloning, I believe.
Yeah. And as soon as we start talking about cloning, there's Western Woods. That's just opened. Since we do have Rupimania enabled, Western Woods alone probably has like 30 to 40 checks. Which is always just huge. However, it's good to know that Bluesy has skipped the Tingle Trees. This has happened before, that someone skipped Tingle Trees and they paid dearly for that.
Tinkle Trees? I don't recall seeing specific Tinkle Trees on my tracker here. What are they?
The Tingle Trees? The Tingle Trees are the 5 trees that are open in the Northern Hyrule field.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
In the main, in the middle one, there was the first sword.
Yes, I'm just not used to calling them Tinkle Trees, that's all.
Oh, okay, yeah. In the vanilla game, you unlock them by fusing with the Tingle Brothers. So that's how they kind of got their name. Losing getting the remote bombs in the London pod. That's super useful, just because it easily saves like a few seconds every time you use them.
But there's only one more check here in the farm portion.
Yeah.
And it's a waste.
Well, they can get the shortcut, so that's always nice to have.
Not
Also-
a total waste.
Yeah, especially since Bluesy can peek the item that's in the digging cave, but he saw that that was just 5 rupees. So he can just disregard those. Maybe check the Tingle Trees, get his green sword, hopefully. No, he's not. Okay. Never mind then, he's going straight to Krennel. Yeah, this is definitely a hectic start. We just had so many... and the bracelets. We had so many items in the start.
We're getting loaded up for a big adventure quickly. I'm just good remembering to fill up the bottle of water in order to grow the beanstalk.
Yeah. So this heat was provided and rolled by Rumstein. So if he gets the points, that's on him. That's not on me this time.
Oh, wait a second. Points. Are we seriously going to have that old, who...
I know a ban list. We do have a ban list for this.
Oh my...
iBot and me came up with one in the early spring season. So this is actually the second season of the ban list. Depending on how bad the seed goes, the seed roller will gain ban points and meme points. And the top 1 and top 2 on that list, which resets every, I think, 3 months, will partake in the punishment seed race. The last one was done by me and Myth, and we had a planned out provided by iBot in a patched, like, Womhack map. So that was fun.
You know what? If you ever need me to roll a seed on occasion, I'm willing to stick my neck out.
Ah, splendid, thank you. Okay, so Goldfish got his green sword, and Dr. Shocky has it as well. So they are able to check Swiftblade the first. Sorry, not Swiftblade first. The second Swiftblade check, there we go. The one with the pot push. It's what's it called? Rockbreaker, there we go.
Right, it's called Rockbreaker, but use it to break pots because we're Link, we always break pots.
Yes. Okay, yeah, but Bluesy managed to go into... Sorry, yeah. I think he's been looking forward to that Quintal Beanstalk. Just because it's one of those highly anticipated, dense checks.
Tinkle Statue found?
Yeah, we saw a Tingle Statue in the Minish path.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Bluesy finds the moments. So we've got the... moments and Cane.
I keep on forgetting how to pronounce that cane. I'm just going to call it the cane of flipping.
Yeah, it's the cane.
Okay, Krennel is the play.
That's super useful for Bluesy. He doesn't need to go for the Mountain Dew water. Instead, he can just get those checks here, quick warp, then just head up straight to Cave of Flames, set his quick warp there, and go for the beanstalk. Okay, in the meantime, Goldfish is going for Simon. Simon is one of those checks that you always want to do fairly early, or just before droplets, just because this game has a... well, it's not really a bug, I suppose it's more or less a feature, that if you go far into droplets, there's a high chance that you'll be getting a harder pattern in this Simon simulation fight. So it's always good to know that you want to do Simon first and then droplets later.
And there is the first shield in Mount Krenel.
That opens up... sorry, so all the checks that you kind of need some items for in Krenel. Lucy has all of them there. Well, except maybe the red sword with Greyblade. But just finding the shield makes it so easier that you don't have to come back just for that one scrub that sits with the grip ring. But yeah, I'm kind of stumped on what to chase first for the progression. We've got Kane, we've got Mids, we've got another Kinstone.
I think that was Wilds.
Yeah, that looked like Castle Wilds. Okay, and since Castle Wilds is required, we actually do want to see them. When compared to like the last seeds where we didn't want to see the Castle Wilds Kinstones.
And since we have the shield, why not visit the business scrub?
Yeah.
Support your local scrubs, folks.
Yeah, but it looks like Brizzy will be making a quick stop at Cave of Flames, just to set his quick warp, and then continue into the Beanstalk. Just because that's like a very dense location, and if you find your cape on the Beanstalk, that's very handy. Okay, he's going to peek the items there. It's 2 small keys and the big key already.
Well, okay, we have easy access to all the keys this time.
Yeah. Yeah, we see all four runners on Greenstream currently on their way through Krenel. They'll be quite overjoyed when they see the Mids and the Kane there, so I'm just hoping that they won't skip that. If you get the Kane early, it's well, if you have not Kane, if you've got the grip ring early, you kind of want to maybe head to Cave of Flames first, but that's on I suppose that's more or less just a personal thing, personal preference.
Alright, Great Fairy, what do you have for us today? Yes, we threw a golden bomb. It wasn't golden, but ooh, the prize may be worth its weight in gold. I like having a boomerang whenever I play these seeds. Nice to have a distance weapon for switches that doesn't consume ammo.
Yeah, especially since the boomerang can be used later on with the anti-fairies, or I suppose the sparks, as they're called here in Minish Cap, to turn them into proper fairies. So you got a nice heal weapon. Can stun enemies and can heal you. What's not to like about that?
The only part that I don't like is that the fairies only heal 4 hearts in this game.
Yeah. Okay, Goblins will be picking up their mids as well.
And ooh, roll attack and peril beam.
And some more health, which is always nice to have.
Yeah, considering we're only about 13 minutes in, I'm surprised we haven't found more heart pieces yet.
Ah, that means that there's something on Waveblade, isn't there?
Maybe. I don't know, I didn't roll this one.
Yeah.
Alright, Molemit's Cave not having much. And I think Bluesy is going to have to brave the elements for another chest.
Yeah. He's setting the... Ooh! He placed the remote bomb so that he can kill the Tektite. That's useful.
John running very low on bombs right now. Needs to find another in order to get that boomerang.
Yeah, we do have a we do have a what's it called? A place that always drops bombs though. So that only needs one that only needs one bomb to activate, and that's the little cave next to the bridge in Krenel. There's a pot up there that always drops bombs, so we can usually use that to refresh our bombs.
Get all the keys.
Yeah, speaking of bombs, Dr. Shocky just bought himself some more, so that's useful. The Quentin Scrub there just sells you like 10 bombs for about 30 rupees. So it's always a nice bargain when you're running low on bombs and you don't have the Gust Jar, for example, to suck up all the dust.
It really feels strange to have both bombs and Gust Jar going up Mount Krenel this time. It's usually one or the other.
Yeah, or none at all.
I don't want to picture climbing up Mount Krenel with nothing.
Yeah, there was a seed lately. Not lately, but there was a seed where we had our first bomb bag in, I think it was Cave of Flames. So we actually had to climb up Krenel without the bombs the normal way, and then had to track back for all those bomb checks in Krenel.
I do not want to think about that, thank you very much.
That was fun.
Let's hope for a good map chest instead.
Yeah. Yeah. Bluesy's hoping for some heart drops from the fire. It's only getting some money though. Ooh, that's a great spin for him. That's nifty.
We are up to 4 scrolls found, if I've counted correctly. We require 7 in order to get our skill from Swiftblade the First.
Oh, we're on 6 even? Okay.
Oh, we only need 6, or we found 6?
Looks like Myth said that we found 6 so far. Maybe it's different ones. But it's... yeah, that's nice. But yeah, you do need 7 scrolls for, as we like to call him, Great Uncle Herbert.
And there we go, Sean refilling on bombs. That's very good timing for that.
Yeah.
However, Sean is down to half a heart. A number of enemies here only deal quarter heart of damage, but Tech Tags can be pretty aggressive, especially the golden one nearby.
Uh-oh. Run! There we go, he gets it. Unfortunately, he'll be contesting with the boulders next. I doubt that he'll get hit by the boulders 8 times.
Well,
but
we're good.
Yeah, Sean's going to take this one very cautiously.
Yeah, I do not like coming up at Mount Krenel with less than 6 hearts.
Yeah, especially in speedrunning, you usually have just like 4 hearts at that point, so it's even worse. Okay, was he picking up piece of heart? But yeah, it's a pretty good strat to just get your bottle and grab a fairy from the cave just before the climbable wall. Just make sure that if you die, you just get revived and you don't die.
And here's the great spin in action.
Yeah, very convenient great spin from Cave of Flames.
And now we enter the linear portion.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Bluesy decides to head for Gleerock or the Lava Lapras first, just because that boss has a history of having the cape. And the cape makes traversing the basement way quicker and way easier, as long as you know how to jump from A to B.
If that's the jump I'm thinking it is, I'm not that well versed at it. I just take it the long way.
Yeah. You can jump it. Isn't a 6-2 Krenel dip technically possible? Think so. I know that Myth did it 4 times, so that was that.
Oh, the punishment seed?
No. That was a different. Was it weekly? I don't know. There was some ways where Myth partook in, and he dipped Krenel 4 times. That was fun to watch. And
I would. I don't want to think about that.
yeah. Well, we did have the plan though that got provided by Myth and Dax like half a year ago, and I think within that you dipped Kernel probably like 6 or 7 times.
There's the cape.
Yeah. Oh, that's useful. That's super useful. You can just turn a like 6-minute basement into maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, Wormstein, you just. What do you do? And the graveyard key.
Which I believe we require.
Yes, we do. Yeah, this could be a sub 2 seed. It all depends on the Kinstones and the swords, though. Well, we do need the boots, the bow, and 2 more swords. Wait, 2? 3.
We require 3 more swords. Oh, there's some dog food.
It's the 4th of Octo. Might be. Yeah, Wormstein. That's the price you pay for the ban points.
Wait. I don't think Rom should necessarily be. Ooh, bigger bomb bag. Should necessarily be penalized for rolling a jet seed.
That's true, though. This is also a potential flipperless seed with a very early cape. As long as there's nothing locked behind the flippers, we can just skip them. And yeah, with that, Bluesy is on to his first boss, the Hyrulean Lapras, at only 21 minutes in, so that's a really fast time for the first boss, let alone the one in Cave of Flames.
No, the Hyrulean Lapras is a combination fire type and ground type. Unfortunately, that shell is made of a pretty strong diamond that can puncture even the strongest of ground types.
That's amazing.
Hey, I had to go with your direction there.
Yeah. Over the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks, well, not weeks but months, we came up with quite a lot of nicknames for all sorts of things and NPCs in Minish Cap.
It uses Flip. It's super effective. Alright, Agodi almost about to get that cape, which I'm sure they will be pleased.
Maybe overjoyed with that. I suppose as soon as they finish with Glerock, they can just go straight back to Hylia, get the Hype Cave, so the, what's it called? Cave 25, and get their, like, I think 11 checks off of that, and then they can just go straight into droplets, and maybe check the first 2, and check the first 2 rupee paths, which have about 15 themselves, so, yeah. Like, Hylia is a very loaded area. Only topped by like Western Woods.
Hyrulean Lapras has fainted. You have received the Earth Badge. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I've written the wrong script now.
It's the Earth Badge. And a book. Oh, that's amazing.
Well,
yeah.
We do have our victory over Glerock, so let's see what TM we learn.
Yeah. It's just 5 hours, so it's just what's 5 hours? Damn it.
Swift? I don't know.
Yeah, it works. Well, we're still lacking the bow though. Okay, yeah, Bluesy, this isn't obscure spots. You don't need to dig here in Malawi's mines.
I think they realized it.
Yeah, you don't have to use dig.
Well, okay, maybe not fully, but
They have realized. Okay. Looks like Sean is going to reset his auto tracker. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Sean's tracker didn't really work, and now it does. So that's lovely.
There was a recent update to the software powering the auto-tracking functionality. Perhaps it had something to do with that. Ooh, Joy Butterfly.
Ooh, that's the butterfly. Yeah, that's for the bow. You don't want to save scum that, Lucy. Especially since who knows where the boots are.
So we are missing one sword before we can access the swamp.
Yeah. I would say that sword's probably somewhere in the like Hyrulean area, or the Ocarina. Oh yeah, well, we don't need the Ocarina to access Castle Wilds.
We don't need it, but it would be helpful technically. Well, actually, we have to still gain access to the swamp normally in order to get there. So
yeah, and Castle Wilds is not the thing that you think about when you get the red sword. You think about Risen Woods and the beanstalk there. And potentially Percy, since we do have the lamp. But as everyone knows, we just skip Percy. And then they suddenly have the Thor sword. You could OG. No, Myth, you couldn't do OG because that's banned. And it's banned because it's illegal. At least in the glitches rule set that we're working with. Oh, Bruce is getting hit by the modem there. Yikes. And Sean's just waiting for something? What's he waiting for? There we go. Get this rupees.
maybe just making sure that the connection to the tracker is behaving.
Oh, yeah.
But so far, the dig spots east of Mount Krenel not providing much here. I mean, I'll gladly take a piece of heart to refill health, but our runners typically don't need that many safeties.
Yeah.
I mean, unless, of course, I were to run on this again, in which case you would see me get all the safeties in the world.
Okay, so the second scope only had 5 rupees for us. Yeah, it kind of makes sense to either hunt your... to either chase your cape items or your mids, I suppose. Those would probably be your best bets for just progression in general. Lucy trying not to forget Call of this time. Only getting 50 rupees though.
Honestly, Bluesy should remember the Tingle Trees, as they are properly called.
Yep.
Also, wait a second, you have a cape! You could go back to Swiftblade!
Yeah, you can. But I think he's still waiting for either the boots or the green sword for that.
You do not need boots or green sword. You can get them in any order.
Yeah, you do, but some people like to have all of them at once, so they just have that They just have that option to them open. Okay. Yeah, looks like Bluesy is going to check. Yeah, he's going to route this from Minish Woods into Upper Lake Hylia. So he starts at Minish Woods, does the digging caves there, and then goes up to Syrup, the northern region, yada yada, and just goes up for Lake Hylia then. One band technique is wall lifting. Oh yeah, we do have wall lifting as a band technique.
I could have sworn I saw Bluesy enter the farm dig spot, but I didn't see what the item was.
That was just a green rupee, so nothing too important. The item is just peekable, so you can just dig in, see what's on the rupee spot, and then if it's something that you need, just go back. And yeah, I think as far as the standard rule set is concerned, I think we'll just do that after returning, just to eliminate any margin for error and for confusion with newer runners and people who are just looking to join Minish Cap recently.
Alright, now for the Like Cave.
Hot piece, okay.
I did not like those rewards.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dr. Shocky is on Lapras himself, while Goldfish is done with him and is potentially just looking for their next place to hide items, which I hope is Lake Hylia, just because Lake Hylia is usually the most dense location, and I want to see early droplets. I really like seeing early droplets place.
There's the flute.
There's the flute. Oh, that makes that makes.
Yeah, we're definitely heading to the lake.
Yep. Dude.
Now, funny though, I still remember one of the few times I was actually shown on Restream. I actually went into an elementless Temple of Droplets. The only thing I picked up was an optional spin attack scroll. But then again, I think I was one of the few that ended up with a great spin. So
yeah, Quest is always nice to have. Thanks, I hope.
Yeah, the problem was that spin attack was on Big Octo.
Oh.
Yeah, I went through a dungeon for nothing. Because I misread the tracker that day.
Yeah, I think Womsting can sing you a song about that as well. That's probably why they insisted to roll this time.
Alright. Sean taking out Gleerock. Aguri picking up a shield. Shocky getting their badge. And Bluesy wishing that they had a bigger wallet right now.
Yeah.
I guess if there is one disadvantage to Minish Cap Rando, especially with the Rupee Mania settings we have, you get a lot of rupees. Oh my god, it's a vanilla bottle! What?
Is Leo connected female? That's possible. I think it is. But that's something that's in the manga, and that's not... oh, there's still that dispute if it's canon or not.
But yeah, one of the disadvantages of the Rupee Mania settings is all of the rupee spots get shuffled around in a big way, and you're much more likely to get your wallet filled quickly.
Yeah. On the bright side, though, we don't really need that many rupees just in-game. We've got for purchase at, I think, 20 rupees, 40 and 60, so it's definitely very affordable.
And the shop didn't really have anything, so...
Yeah.
But right now, this treasure cave, I mean, it's providing riches, but not the riches we're looking for.
Yeah. We want all magical swords with their shiny gems on top of them. But we're getting other gems. And sticks with pointy ends.
Right, we need to try the beanstalk.
Yeah. It's this. Well, it's just 3 items though, so it's definitely always good to grab. Especially if there's a wallet on top of it.
Well, our money problems will immediately resume. This game has a sense of humor today.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a money problem if you have money. It's more of... Usually it's more of a problem if you don't have it. But yeah. Okay, Lizzie, come on. You can do that jump. You know how to do that. Instead he decides not to go for that jump and goes for the Tingle Cave instead.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Shoki's is also going for some of them. Might see Hyrule digging from him. Who knows?
Okay, Lake Cabin doesn't have anything of worth.
Yet there's always a second check in the back. That's very likely to get skipped though. Since we're still missing our flippers. Okay, Riffhead only had some more money for us.
And we won't know if there's anything else until we get 10 heart containers total.
Okay, looks like Bluesy is not fancying droplets so far. Oh, he's going for lower forts first. Well, if he goes here, he might as well do Northern Hyrule Field. Just because those Tingle Trees are very attractive to get. And you don't really want to pull a Dax and get the Tingle Trees only 2 hours in. Was it Dax who did that? I think it was. Okay, and that's another spin score for Bluesy.
So now we're at Great Spin. At least I think I've counted it correctly.
The spin scrolls are progressive, so even if you pick up the Great Spin as your first spin scroll, that gets turned into the regular spin, and the regular spin turns into the normal Great Spin.
I think Bluesy has 2 spin scrolls though.
Yeah, that was probably long spin.
Ah.
You're probably going to see it as soon as Bluesy gets his... Sorry, as soon as Bluesy starts cloning. So, we know eventually. Okay, they're doing Tingle Trees, finally! Only half an hour in.
Swiftblade not providing much for Rockscape, and Dr. Shocky going to deal with the cats, I think.
I think he's... Yeah. He's also opening up Dr. Left's attic. Okay, that's down first for Bluesy. Finally. But yeah, in order to check the attic, you do need the red sword. Okay, let's see what's inside the fountain. Usually the fountain always has something. I think in the last weekly we had, all 3 spots in the fountain were progression, so fountain was just loaded. Yeah, early fountains is always nice to do. That was that was a turning match. Whoops. But yeah. Yeah, Bluesy will be getting their green sword in just a second. But I don't think they'll be very overjoyed.
Better than 2 hours in.
It's fair.
Mulldozers providing
Money.
another green rupee.
What do you expect?
Okay, I know I helped unofficially create a meme involving green rupees, but with Rupee Mania, it kind of loses its luster here.
Yeah.
Alright, Grimblade, what do you got for us?
Red rupees. Okay. Yes, Sean checking the Norway Force caves as well. Well,
And in the garden,
just have 5 bombs on the Peekables platform there. But it's always a good idea to peek. I don't think we've seen a peek into the figurine house though. So that's always something that you can do to annoy Myth.
that is peak or not peak?
Not peek.
Actually, as I'm looking at the map here, I feel like we've exhausted the majority of our checks right now.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, there's still droplets though, and library we can check now. So, his summer house on top of the lake. It's a wizard, I didn't think 2 seconds. Oh, and Kako minigame. Yeah, we haven't seen Andrew yet. Okay, Dr. Shocky.
We have to.
Dr. Shocky going for just the regular half ledge. Which is a shame, so he just jinxed it. There was a scene where both me and Dax in the tourney managed to last occasion the half ledge. This turning it into the handle sledge, because that was the 4 sword that we were looking for like an hour and a half.
That.
Oh, and Minish, yeah, got that as well. So yeah, the only checks that are left are those checks that you don't want to, but you have to do them.
Oh, Sean is going for one of them, visiting the summer home of Librari.
Yeah. Okay. He gets gifted a few sticks. Okay. Lizzie is saving. Oh, so he will be going for Simon's, right? Yep. Okay.
Why save before Simon's?
You can save scum Simon's. If you reset after opening the chest and just go back into the game with spamming Start and A, you can get quicker back into town than just letting that cutscene play. That cutscene is just so long, and save scumming that saves easily 10 to 20 seconds. Sorry, not minutes.
So a rupee per second. Gotcha.
Yeah. See? Really save scums that. Yeah, it's definitely remarkable that no one has bothered with droplets so far. The fact that droplets isn't really required is making them not wanting to go there, which is understandable, but not always a good play.
Alright, I think
it's so loaded.
I don't think I've seen anyone go for the attic chest yet, so this will be a first.
Yeah, Busy's probably the first one who's going for Town Minish. Oh no! Wait, Dr. Shocky did them. At least he's in the half back door. So I just assumed that he did the attic beforehand.
Then I missed what it was. In the meantime, Shocky's in the bakery.
Yeah.
The Seed Hash earlier talked about pie. Is this a sign?
Nope. Just 5 rupees. Okay.
So we just use it to buy more pie. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, Shocky from... Okay, so Shocky did shrink at Romeo.
So I'm just making sure I'm looking at my tracker knowledge correctly, but okay.
Yeah, there's not that much left.
Did we save Greggle?
We haven't seen Old Mammoth yet.
Wait. I don't know if my question was understood. Did we use the Gust Jar to stop the possessing?
No. We didn't.
Okay, so that's a check.
Yeah, we kind of called Gregor Old Mammoth for some reason. I think it was Nesman who coined that term.
I obviously missed some plenty of things since the last time I conned this game.
Yep.
Sorry that the times haven't worked out and I haven't been around to call this as much, but...
Yeah. We're glad to have you back. At least for the time being.
Appreciated.
Okay, yeah. Sean and Goldfish are both in Lake Hylia right now. So I'm hoping they'll be going into droplets. Just because it's droplets. You don't want to skip droplets. Actually, it's required, so you want... That's true, but it's the rupee paths that have all that good items.
For frame of reference, assuming we get the one small key and one big key, that opens up, well, the right side path, along with the initial left side where we get, what, 6 or 7 items thanks to the rupee drops?
I think 6, yeah. And then probably around about 15 more on the right side. And since we do have the cape, we can also get the ice plane checks, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 more.
Alright, Goaty's going in.
Oh, finally! Oh, and we can do Blitchy, which is always nice. It's always nice to do Wobbuffet.
I don't Is Blue Chew even in Logic unless we get all the keys?
I don't know. But you usually don't need all keys for droplets. Especially with... So, if you go to the end of Dark Maze while only having 3 keys, that means that... oh, you do need all keys logically, okay. So, you might need the flippers logically then, because there's a possibility that that the last small key is on the other waterfall.
Goaty, you can't forget the key.
Yeah, that happens more often than you think it would. with all of them. Sorry, with all of us.
I'm sure I've forgotten on a personal run, too. And now we have to get the big key and do this again. Ah, Sean's now in there, too.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the cape, one door is quote-unquote negated. Yeah, Goldfish, you can just use the lantern to thaw that. You gotta come at it from the side. There we go.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we've got Cuckoos!
Oh, lovely. It's always nice to see Cuckoos.
I'm forced to ask something. Why is it always the level 10 game instead of, I don't know, the level 1 game?
I think it's just a level 10 game that has the heart piece at the end of it. So instead of just putting the heart piece on level 1, it was decided that we just skip to level 10. Just to have at least a bit of a challenge.
Mirror Shield has been found, but I didn't see anything else on the left side for Goaty's side.
Two small keys, that's it. So it's not really that good. Oh, I think Bluesy lost the Cuckoo. There it is. Found him.
And there's the fourth one. So we may be seeing Wobbuffet after all. Can't believe you actually call him that, and yet the name makes sense.
Yeah. It has become more or less a meme that you... well, it's not really a meme. People did skip Wobbuffet for the longest of times. And then a few weeks ago, I rolled a seed with Wobbuffet required, and the person next to me rolled one with Wobbuffet required, and now we all just do him as soon as we have the chance to.
We have the chance to. Question is, will we see Wobbuffet?
I'm hoping. At least Goldfish should be aware of that meme. I suppose that kind. Yeah, he's going for it. Yes, he's going for the change of route. Lovely.
Well, we have all the keys. We have the sword. We have the gust jar.
Yeah.
And thus, all we need now is.
Ooh, Sean is skipping it.
Wobbuffet.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's probably going to be. Yeah, there has to be a randomized item at Wobbuffet, just because we have seen the compass on the map already.
I saw the. Oh, we had the compass. Was that in the same rupee corridor with the keys?
I don't know, but Myth says so, and usually the comms are blind, while the trackers actually pay attention.
Excuse me, that's the first time I've heard that.
Okay, Dr. Chucky will be picking up their Ocarina right now, so they'll be having to get that. Well, Sean enters the Dark Maze with that one chest that Myth likes to skip. And regrets it afterwards.
There's a lot more sass with this community than I had realized.
They like to be sassy here. I'm saying I would love to do some Digimon references, but I haven't seen Digimon in ages, and I don't even recall all these names. So either the names of the Digimons themselves or just the protagonists. I don't recall anything.
What does Wobbuffet have?
Ah, it's just Goofy. Dang. We'll always be behind you.
Never realized Wobbuffet had payday.
Yeah, you see, Myth, that's the joy of the internet. You always get reminded by your biggest failures.
Either your biggest failures or your biggest meme moments. I mean,
both.
Look at who's commentating.
Yes.
Alright, Dark Maze not offering anything.
Yeah, so if it's not on the Ruby Path or the Ice Plane, it's actually on Octo. We might actually see something on Octo. Oh. But we can't go to Octo yet, though. We're still missing our wet sword. Okay, that's a bottle. And a bow.
There's a bow!
The bow doesn't really open up anything right now. Oh, Bluesy's going for Waveblade. Have we seen Waveblade?
I believe we... Actually, wait, that's the 10 heart one. No.
Yeah, that's... Ooh! Ha! 5 arrows. Dang it. Okay. Yeah. Sean going for the blue warp, and then I think they'll be going for the ice plane chests. On the bright side, I think this is pretty much our last location besides Griggle. So we might see something here, which hopefully is not another spin squall. We had a seed where we found our first spin in the ice plane chest an hour in. That was nice. Did we actually see? We did see the shop attic. Lucy did check that. I don't recall what that was though, but it was junk.
Yeah, shop attic, nothing to write home about.
Yeah. Shocky going for Simon as well. Yeah, otherwise we don't really have that many more options.
Sean, first one on the ice.
Yeah. Okay, VP. Okay, he'll be bringing his lily pad along.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you want to get your... Yeah. You want to have a little companion for your adventures. But yeah, if there's something here in droplets, progress is actually on Griggle, and probably all of them are going to last location him.
Well, okay, I was a little bit nervous when Sean got knocked off that lily pad.
Yeah. Okay, I was there, so 2 more checks left in droplets that I can reach right now.
Well, technically, okay, I actually have taken out... I have a... It's technically out of sequence, but you can reach Big Octo without flippers. It does require Rock's Cape.
We do need the ability to clone, though. We don't have Red Sword, so we can't actually push the boulder.
Right.
Okay, come on, Sean. Conquer the ice physics. Show us what's in there. Okay, that's
compass!
Oh, so that's the compass. Okay.
Alright, time to take out the matter pillar.
Yeah. What I'm saying, Flipper's Octo is kind of not. Well, it's not accessible right now. We do need the red sword to actually clone, and without the red sword, we can't get that.
Matter pillar on ice. This can be annoying. Ooh, that's good position, but no, we have to do a second cycle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, the cape jump is on logic, but it's pretty hard to think of the cape jump as not being logic. Oh, okay. Hey, that's the red sword.
Oh my god. Alright, Big Octo now in logic.
Yep. But I doubt that they'll be doing Big Octo of all things.
Yeah, it's only one check compared to a... Let's take a look at the overworld here. Why don't we head over to the Western Swamp?
Yeah.
I am seeing a bunch of, Dude Plus commands.
Yes. Myth has on his personal channel a counter that goes up by 1 every time you type in Dude Plus. Since Dude is more or less Myth's catchphrase at this point.
Well,
okay, we're getting cloud tops. I think it was a spin squall that was fast split.
That was fast split, but I mean fast split is going to help. But right now it's just Rumstein, you may have gained a meme point.
I doubt that. I think it's just a meme point. It's only a meme point if we don't have access to the lamp. So we do have to take the left side vanilla style with the lily pad on the left-hand side with the flippers. So basically just having to activate the lever next to the blue warp without the cape or the lamp. The swords in Minish Cap Randomizer are progressive, yes.
Alright,
Okay.
we are visiting Percy right now.
That's iBot, but yeah.
What?
Now he's going for Percy. And you always keep Percy. Yeah, we made out of joke of it. Someone mentioned... We somehow came to the conclusion that iBot is the Moblin in disguise. I don't remember the reason behind it though. We like to... Okay.
There's the flippers and a wallet.
Yeah. Because I was given it and had the forethought. Ah, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah, I think we've gotten into the habit of just naming all the things in Minish Cap. Okay, let's see. What's flying there? Ah, 5 rupees. Check out Scorpius has red sword. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, they picked that up as well. I was so focused on Sean and Bluesy that kind of overlooked that. But yeah, Sean's on his first Dark Knight fight. Okay, he'll be using... Cape.
Oh, I appreciated the attempt at the roll attack.
Yeah.
And Dark Nut,
Junk.
yeah, chump change.
I think we only need one more Casakin stone though. And well...
That's my count as well.
Yeah. The odds of having a Casakin stone in Caster are pretty good. There's always a Casakin stone in Caster, and there's always a Cloudtops stone up in Cloudtops. As they say. Also, I've heard.
Someone has been having too many conspiracy theories with this rando, apparently.
I blame the entire community for that. Thank you.
Alright, Swiftblade, what do you have for us?
That gate. Dr. Sharky is going for one fit as well. Well, you know that there's always this Horde and Taunt. Yeah. Right. But there's also always this Horde in Fortress, since it's Fortress of Gur mode. And you stay in Fortress until you got your sword. We've seen that yesterday. Okay, Goldfish finding a Kinstone. What was that? That was the final caster Kinstone!
In caster.
Told ya! And that was even vanilla Kinstone. You get that Kinstone in that chest. Oh, sorry. In that cave. But yeah, they've got access to fight Gordon next.
Gordon?
Gordon's the what's it called? Mazal, right? The boss of Fortress of Winds.
Oh,
we came to that. We came to that name because his name is So his name is more or less the same as the boss of the Tower of Gods in Wind Waker, who's called.
Oh, Godin! I thought you said Gordon. I'm sorry.
No. But in French, that boss is called Gordon. As in Gordon, as in the first name.
Okay, so we're gonna fight Bouldergeist. Got it.
Yeah.
Glad to know I'm not the only one that's done that name mix-up meme before. And I think Sean is immediately
following. Hopefully.
No, Sean just got a new Kinstone.
Oh, that was not a Kinstone.
That's the false one. No, not the false one. That's a Cloud Top one. I misread it.
Okay,
but
so
yeah,
2 more Cloud Tops and another very false Kinstone. Then we get to go.
But Sean decided to just go straight to the Wind Ruins.
Yeah.
Instead of exploring the top part of Caster.
Yeah, that more or less always has paid out. Except if there was something on hiking. And considering there was something on hiking yesterday, I doubt that we'll see that again.
Knows anymore? Who knows? Right now, I am a little. Well, there's the water sword.
Oh, okay. So that's access to. No, wait. Okay. So they can access Graveyard, but they can't access the Royal Crypt since they still need their boots.
Pegasus boots.
Yeah.
All right, where's the wake-up mushroom?
On Dampe.
Oh, that would be rude. And the sad part is I've seen that specific combination happen.
Yeah. We've seen Dampe having many things. 4 swords, kinstones, boots, graveyard keys, everything. But yeah. Hopefully Blizzy is making their way into Fortress next as well. Although they could go into hiking, they got the flippers, and maybe, who knows, maybe there's progression on hiking. But yeah, Sean getting to the first 2 made checks in Wind Ruins, just because those 2 checks have a history of having the Four Sword and the Mirror Shield at the same time.
Well, we already have the Mirror Shield.
Yeah. Oh yeah, damn bad the Ocarina ones.
Okay, Dampe should never have a musical instrument.
But I think it's just it's probably just things that he dug up from the graveyard. And since we do know that many Hyrulean musicians get buried there, like in Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, it's not a long stretch to think of instruments in the graveyard. Oh yeah, and Dampe likes to have shiny golden things.
Fair enough. There's the first of our keys for Fortress.
Yeah. The Minish shop, however, only had 5 rupees. Okay, yeah, Dr. Shocky is still in Droplets, trying to find his red sword. Let's hope he finds it soon. Just because the Ice Caterpillar is one of those checks that you can easily skip and forget about. It's happened to me a few times already. Okay, Lucy's picking up the blue sword as well, but they also choose to continue into the Wind Ruins, while Goldfish is going for the Quick Warp Caves, which is always a good call. You don't want to do them after Fortress, but just before Fortress.
Right side entrance, not providing anything really.
Yeah.
There's just one more checkup here.
Hmm.
We have
Many racers like to do the left-hand side first, because of the Mania checks there. So it's actually quite unusual to see the right-hand side first. Ooh, okay, there's a bug in the Quick Warp Caves. Okay, that's number 2. One more, and we have everything we need for Yalawi the Forbidden One.
the Forbidden One. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, well, Yalawi requires 5 items. Similar to like how Exodia and Yu-Gi-Oh! Requires 5 cards. And since their full name is Exodia the Forbidden One, we kind of made that for Yalawi. And Yalawi is the yellow Minish library that you can check in the library once you have all 5 items.
I thought Exodia was banned, though.
He's not banned, he's just set on 1, so limited in the current metagame.
Oh, okay, super limited, gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, so very rare to pull off, but once you get them, they usually have something nice. And the same applies to Yalawi. Yeah, it's limited to 1 card per piece, so all 5 cards only once per deck.
And now the Wiz Robes, which, even though I still consider them rude enemies in general, they are honestly kind of chumps in this game.
Yeah,
So that makes them my favorite Wiz Robe. I wouldn't object to the Majora's Mask Wiz Robe if it wasn't repeated so often as a mini boss.
Yeah. On the white side, it's not one of those Wiz Robes that you fight in Phantom Hourglass. Because those are just invisible dudes with scythes that get your that drain your time in the hourglass itself.
Oof.
Oh yeah, we do have also. I like how we got going a Yu-Gi-Oh discussion in the chat right now.
Clearly. Oh, there's the early boss key.
Yeah.
So, when is the best time to actually, take out Wham Bam Rock then?
Yeah, we could go for a fourth bet. However, we still need the other kinstones. And usually a fourth bet is only started once we do have basically everything but the fourth sword that we need. So we just the fourth sword from Go mode. However, with how this seed has been going, the fourth sword is probably somewhere along the way. Either that, or it's just in Deepwood. Sorry, not in Deepwood. It's just in DHC. It's that one check that we always dream of having, and that's the fourth one in the basement check for DHC.
I think we found all of our keys for this dungeon.
I think I think so too. We haven't? Let's see.
I think we have.
Three. No, we need 4. We're still on 3.
There's 4.
Yeah, Sean dropped the 4th one. So we saw it, yeah.
And Sean going for the center. Is this going to be a 4-sword bet?
For the center? Not really. I think he just, we've got quite a few people who like to do Mazal first, before heading to the back. But that's mainly just because we still either need our key, and Mazal could have the key, or other reasons. Sean's not quick warping. Did you forget something? Wait, so he got to Mazal, activated the red warp, and he activated the red warp. I think he's still looking for his big key, because that was on the left side. Yeah, Sean doesn't have the big key because he skipped the left side. That's why he activated the. Okay.
I thought the big key was on left side on lower section, not upper section.
Yes, but I think Sean skipped that.
That could be a problem.
Yeah. Well, it won't cost them too much time, I think. No, we've seen the big key already. The big key was on the left-hand side. Sorry, the key was in the left tower. Sean has Myth Tracker open, so we don't know their key layout. But I'm sure as soon as they as soon as they get to the big key chest and figure out, wait, I'm still missing something, I think they'll reconsider their map. Then they have it. Okay. Oh, okay. So they have it, and they. Okay. Yeah, usually you try to have your last check being the big key check here in Fortress, just so that you may be able to determine if that last check is possibly a compass or a map. Smash, this has been a total jet seat so far. We've seen almost everything very early, The last bottleneck has been the red sword, which was on the ice wigglers in droplets. Somewhat. Yeah, it's a somewhat jetty seed with a sprinkling of required droplets. That's a good way to put it.
Only 2 more checks on east side of Fortress. At least if I've counted correctly.
Yeah. We've only got the big key chest and the item drop left. Sorry, the key drop. Is it called key drop? I don't think it is.
One of them is a key drop, yes.
Yeah. Location names are very different in Minish Cap. With check names like, what was it? Fortress, outside, bomb wall, big key or something like that. Which is, and not big key, but big chest, which is the mid check. The mid location. Blame Beryl, yeah. If you gotta complain at names, just blame Beryl.
I appreciate the being specific here. Because some of the, I mean, again, I'm fine with using memes as long as they are typically more in fun and not confusing by any stretch of the imagination. The confusing part is why I don't like referring to a particular cave in Link to the Past Rando as Cave 45. Because what normal player is going to know that that cave is the 45th one based off of an ID table?
That's the same with Cave 25 that we have here in Minish Cap, which Ibot always likes to name drop. That being the Cape Cave, just north of the Heart Piece in Northern Hyrulean.
Then I will adapt to Cape Cave as well.
Yeah, it's either Cape Cave, or as I like to call it, Hype Cave. Just because back when Upimania wasn't a thing, that cave was pretty hype. Yeah, or Treasure Cave, right.
Oh, then I already called it Treasure Cave.
Yeah.
Alright, we have 2 battles against, Godan or Gordon right now?
Yeah. Treasure Cave isn't very descriptive. Well, Myth, neither is Cave 25. At least for the average Minish Cap player. Okay, yeah, we do have actually 3 runners on Gordon at the same time. One's just starting, one's just finishing, and one's right in the middle. So that's pretty nice. And we've got a bloopy on Gordon himself. Yikes. But yeah, they'll be getting their third element? No, second element, sorry. And I think the next major item that they need to get is actually going to be the boots. Or 2 Kinstones for Daltops and another one for their faults.
Actually getting concerned that Dompe is going to have something right now.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, the thing is that they got still a few checks that are locked by mids and flippers. The flippers just open up so many different checks that as soon as you get the flippers, just on your whole map tracker, just everywhere, little green dots pop up.
And then you possibly get into a state where you have to try to decide which one to focus on first, and sometimes that can be tricky.
Yeah.
Look, there's another bomb bag.
Yeah. I think we've seen that already by many other players, just because they got there first. Chucky's a few minutes behind, just because, yeah, he's seeing his book there. Just because he took a bit longer to get the red sword. But yeah, I think we still have quite a few checks left open in Castle. We've got, well, so we have the highly Minish caves. Those are out of logic though. Since well, logically we need the boots to bonk the tree next to the lake house. But what we can also do is just flute to lake, shrink down, get into the, I suppose the library platform, and then just jump down through 2 mushrooms, through a little gap in the mushrooms, to access those checks as well. What else do we have? Well, there's always Squeagle left. And I think that's well, we still... Oh, and the sewers!
We do have enough clones to take care of the sewers check, you're right. But who really wants to check that?
Oh, by sewers I mean the area right under the library, so when you get your vanilla flippers. With the scissor beetles fight and the ice chest. I think the sewers that you're referring to is the one below the mayor's basement.
Yeah.
So, is the mayor's basement, not below the mayor's basement.
Yeah, I was mixing them up. My apologies.
That's fine. With all those different caves beneath Hyrule Town, you're bound to... yeah. That's bound to happen. Yeah, I think the last that last location, the last progression, sorry, was the blue sword. And before that, we had flippers, and I think that's it. Yeah, flippers and blue sword. Oh, have we seen Wayford's West digging? Oh yeah, we have seen that trend. What we haven't seen though is hiking, which I hope Goldfish is going for soon. Just because, well, it's hiking, you always want to do hiking. Since it's always... So, hiking is one of those checks that are always in the back of your mind. So, why not going to hiking? Why am I skipping this? Until you just give in into that pressure of checking hiking.
I literally blinked and missed it, but what did Scarblade give us?
Scarblade. That was the guy in Quenel. Yeah, Quenel, sir. In Casa. I think nothing too important. I think it was just mushroom. Oh, we've seen a mushroom. Oh, okay.
I do not see mushroom lit on the tracker, though.
Yeah, me neither. That's a Jabberlot! Well, I'm more excited than I should be, just because the Jabberlot is always one of those meme items that maybe is required, maybe not, but this time it's not required, unfortunately. So that is why we say, yeah, this is why we say comms are blind.
Well, hold on. If I was blind, look, I am looking at all the trackers on each of the comm streams right now. There's the Force Sword on Graveyard Fairy.
And Lucy's finding another gold thing. That being the Way Fall Skinstone in Minish Flipper's Cave.
And okay, now I see the mushroom lit up on Agodi's screen there.
Yeah.
So it took a little bit of a delay, or apparently they're manual tracking today.
Yeah. But yeah. That's an early fall, so that's nice. So with that, we might either see a Kinstone go mode or Boots go mode.
Alright, Dompe, what do you have?
Oh, some love for us. But yeah, Bluesy's taking that Bayfolds Kinstone straight into, well, Bayfolds. I think he'll be waiting on Graveyard just for a bit. Especially since he can full clear Bayfolds, which has quite a few locations itself. As soon as he gets his boots though, I think he'll be beelining straight for Graveyard. But then again, where are boots?
And, okay, I do have confirmation that Agodi, aka Goldfish, apparently. I didn't realize that was their nickname. Okay, they do track manually.
Yeah. So Agodi is called Goldfish because I think that's more or less just a chemistry pun, if I recall correctly, because AU is the chemical sign for gold.
That part I confirm.
And then, yeah, iBot is mentioning it in chat right now. AU, gold, and Gothy is the fish boss in Majora's Mask.
Oh, I'm just used to calling them goat.
But yeah, Gothy is going for hiking of all places. Oh, lovely.
And there's the magical boomerang in the garden.
Yeah.
Which, again, I like the magical boomerang, but it's a convenience item, nothing required.
Yeah. Well, it's only required in any percent. Okay, that's the final wallet for Blizzy, who's choosing not to pick that up. Okay.
And hiking provides us with, I believe, our fourth boss.
Yeah, that's bottle percent. York. So York is the name of those flying, fishy enemies in Palace of Winds. So the boss of Palace of Winds. That's why we call that thing George. And there's something on hiking.
Oh my goodness! It's a cloud top kinstone.
Oh, that's amazing.
And right, you're right. Goat is the charging goat. I forgot, but then translations.
Yeah, language is difficult, and words are hard. Okay, this scene sucks. Well, it depends on where the fifth Cloud Top Skin Zone is. We haven't seen that either, so that might be somewhere completely out of the blue.
Which means it's going to be in this chest that Sean's about to open. Nope.
Nah, that would have been funny though. Let's see. Where could the final Cloud Skin Zone be? Sorry, Cloud Tops. I'm thinking Deepwood right now. Yeah, that'd be great.
We don't have a reason to enter. You want to do that? I see.
I'm known for my terrible seats. Okay, but yeah, Blizzy is going straight for Cloud Tops. But
Well,
so
considering... Yeah, considering your theory that Cloud Tops always has a Cloud Top kinstone.
Except when it doesn't.
Which is it?
It's both. But yeah, he's going to fuse right away just in order to get a few fusions out of the way first, so that he doesn't have to come back for those later on. Okay, Golf is going for Grey Blade. I don't think we have seen that check yet. Okay, Sean has the same idea right now, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this at all.
Yeah. Just a hard piece. Okay, one more check though. It's the carved metal! Okay, so it's a golden thing, but it's...
Not the golden thing we're after, unless Karlov is holding out on us.
Yeah. Since we haven't peeked Karlov, if I recall correctly.
Well, now's a good time to peek.
Yeah. But it looks like he'll be peeking something else first. That being the town pillar. Is this the time for a boots bet? We're still missing our fifth Cloud Top Skin Zone. So, I suppose after... So, as soon as we get one of either, we'll get a vote going for the other one. I suppose a bet for the other one.
Alert, alert, Cloud Tops Kinstone not in Cloud Tops.
Yeah. We haven't found the fifth one. We're still looking for that, if I am seeing that correctly? No, wait. How many Kinstones has Blizzy?
4.
4. Oh, so we did have... Oh,
I don't think we found the fifth.
Okay, yeah, we found the fifth one. So the fifth one is in hiking. Yeah, Bluesy hasn't done hiking. It was Goldfish who did hiking. Bluesy did Minish Flipper Caves, if I recall correctly, in Minish Woods.
That's 5.
Yeah. I think Bluesy has 5. Sorry,
No,
4.
no. Bluesy has 4.
Yeah, Bluesy has
but
4. But he's still missing the hiking one.
so that means we have commentary knowledge of 5.
No, Bluesy's figure is bugged. Oh, okay. Oh, that bug, yeah. Sometimes if you do fusions up in Cloudtops, the tracker likes to just spasm out and just demand that you just demands that you have one more Kinstone than that you actually have. So looks like we're still missing one. I don't know though.
A dumb question. Do we necessarily require the Pegasus boots in order to finish Palace of Winds?
Not Palace of Winds. However, we do need the Pegasus boots to enter World Crypt, which holds an element. So, the Pegasus boots and the Cloud of Kinstones are, in this instance, completely unrelated to each other. We need the Kinstones for one dungeon and the boots for another dungeon, but we need both.
You're saying that we have found all 5 Cloudtop Kinstones?
Maybe. I don't know.
Which isn't it?
I don't know if Bluesy's tracker is just bugging out, or if he has indeed all 4 Kinstones. Let's list them. Yeah, and that's where the problem begins. I know of 2 right now. One's in hiking, and one's in Minish Flipper. No, wait. The one in Minish Flipper Caves was the very false one. Not the. It was very false and not Cloudtops. Okay, so Bluesy has 3. So we know of 3, I think.
You mean we know of 4 because Goldfish had 4.
Yeah. Oh, there were only 3 ones spinning. Okay, I thought there were 4 spinning. Never mind then. We only know of 3. There's 2 more that we need to get.
I thought Goaty had 4 though. So that means we know of 4 and we're missing 1.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
I don't like to do maths on Sunday.
Me neither. Because we are, yes. So we do know of 4 Kinstones. Bluesy has 3, Goldfish has 4. The one that Goldfish has that Bluesy hasn't gotten is in hiking in Castle Wilds. There we go.
And we do not yet know where the 5th one is.
Yeah.
Which means it's probably going to be in Deepwood, which means the boots are probably going to be on Georg.
Yeah. Boots on your... Ah, that'd be amazing.
I thought we were trying to have this be a jet seed. That would not make it a jet seed.
Yeah, so this is how the tables turned. But yeah, well, with only 2 items from Go Mode and being 1.5 hours in, it's not that bad. I think sub 2 is quite difficult to pull off. But if we were to get the last 2, if we were to get the last 2 items right away, sub 2 might be possible. You usually think of Palace taking about 10 to 12 minutes, and then about 15 minutes for also 10 to 12 minutes for DHC, with 2 to 3 minutes on World Crypt. So that barely makes it sub to the boss, I suppose. If we can go mode Palace, that is. Okay, Shocky picking up the mushroom. I think we have seen someone turn in the mushroom, but it wasn't really anything good. Yeah, Blizzard will be getting their forethought in just a second here. So they'll be happy that they find that. But yeah, since Blizzard's going to graveyard here, that probably means that they have exhausted almost all of their checks right now, and sorry, they're just scrambling.
There's the Jabbernut.
Yeah, we have seen that before.
Oh, okay. I didn't have that marked on my end for whatever reason.
Yeah. We did check School Garden. That had nothing too important besides the magical boomerang.
And even the magical boomerang is optional at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Denpai has a hard piece. So I think we've seen almost everything here. With the exception of Deepwood and Octo. So I think those are... Oh, and the sewers. I don't think we've seen the sewers yet. But besides that, I think we've gotten almost everything. Sean, why are you not getting to... Yeah, I think Sean wants to pursue his Vale Falls Kinstone first. But yeah, I would agree that, especially with a very, 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 very early Gust Jar, that might be the seed telling you, there's something in Deepwood, you may want to go there.
Well, Chad apparently wants Deepwood Shrine.
Yeah.
So, while our runners are currently going through their checks, it's the 90-minute mark and we haven't properly, shouted out the runners, so we need to fix that. Please follow Bluesy2, Ugoti, SDG_Sean, and the Dr. Shocky for giving us a very entertaining run-through.
Yeah. And as far as the trackers go, we've got Myth on tracking, Top Tuck, Candy Crystal, and iBot.
And then, this is where I toot my own horn and say, follow Hendris01 as well.
Yeah, and Dan's dad, aka Wolfman as well. But yeah, we'll be seeing the sewers from Blizzy here. So maybe there's a Kinstone here? Nope. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that it is actually going to be Deepwood or Octo or Griggle, since I don't think we've seen Griggle yet either.
I don't think we have.
Dr. Shocky will be picking up their fourth Cloud Kinstone in just a few minutes. Have we seen Dr. Left? I don't think we have. So he's still up for grabs.
You're right, we were able to set up for Dr. No, wait, I think we did see that, actually. I saw someone get on the book with the clone.
Oh, okay. Left's never right.
Did anyone enter the Lon Lon cave?
The Lon Lon cave, the secret cave, yes.
Okay.
Okay, Blizzy just rechecking their Kinstones, just because of their tracker being still a bit misaligned. Okay, yeah, Shocky is, I suppose, very shocked to see that. Well, we actually get Goldfish and Blizzy checking Dr. Left within the same few seconds here. Okay, and the book has 5 bombs. Okay, so that was just junk. You never save Griggle. You do save Griggle.
I save Griggle. Whether it's a waste of time or not depends, and I admit, usually it has been, but...
Yeah, even in the vanilla game, he awards you with just a time waste with the very slow light arrows. I suppose, is it light arrows or is it the light bow in this instance?
It's effectively the same thing. In that, you know, I don't like the idea of having to charge an arrow to one shot when I could just fire, 3 arrows and take out almost anyone I want.
Yeah, the problem with that is that the light arrows don't even one-shot them.
Bluesy is going to Deepwood.
Okay. Finally, okay. Now what should be in the first check here? Oh, that'd be great.
Nah, second check. First one's a key.
Okay, yeah. Ooh! Goldfish is going for Griggle. So we'll see both of them. Okay. Also, it's the light arrows, not the light bow, but the arrows itself. So I don't see a reason why the bow should look different, but it does for some reason. Okay, let's see Griggle. Just 20 rupees. But
however, Griggle may have something once we get all the cloud tops, maybe
Yeah.
the boost. It's technically not over yet.
Oh, and I think we haven't seen that check that Goldfish is going for either, have we? Oh, he has. Okay, so we did see that, but we just were too blind for that. Yeah, no one's sequence... Oh, someone did sequence break Hylia, but I think it was Bluesy, and it was just junk. Yeah, meanwhile Shocky is getting his Graveyard Key stolen. And they'll just leave it be and continue otherwhere. Okay, that's the map for Blizzy. Looks like Goldfish is going for Minish as well. Maybe they'll be going into Deepwood, or maybe they'll be just picking up their Fall Skin Zone and leaving again.
This is looking like,
Probably, yeah.
Dang it. Alright, west side of Deepwood and not providing anything. Now we need to head to the east side and around.
I'm just hoping that they don't go for the basement and go for and go for the Muldos instead. There we go. Thank you, Bluesy. That one, so going for the basement instead of that little locked door here drives Smith furious because it's a guaranteed 40-second time loss, and we all know how much he likes to optimize things. Boost Octo Kinson on Grichu. That'd be great.
Someone wants to turn this into an all dungeons run, apparently.
Well, I think it was Rom himself who wanted to do all dungeon runs. He was completely gutted when I rolled an all dungeon seed and he wasn't able to partake in the weekly. So yeah.
Right, into the basement. 2 checks we can make here.
A small key. And now he has to be careful not to dip into the... Yeah, you gotta push the pot first, and then be careful not to dip into the water. Because that soft docks you, if you have the flippers. Oh, there's also a book left. Yeah, you're right. You have a 40% AD roll rate when I roll my own seeds. I would like the statistic for that.
We have a Joy Butterfly up top.
Okay,
There's the cloud top.
But will he stay in Deepwood or will he go for cloud tops?
You're already right here. Take out the Matter Pillar! Yeah. No, I would have...
He did set the blue warp, so it's not that bad. He's going back for the digging mist. Sorry, for the digging butterfly though. He's skipping Matter Pillar. Why is he skipping Matter Pillar? Hello,
going to the basement?
Okay.
Blue is choosing to go for the big key chest instead of the Matter Pillar.
That means that it's boots for. That means that it's boots for go mode. So we could have a boots bad going on. If we want to. And there we go. Thank you, Z's Award and the receiver who set that up. So, place your bets. Where are the boots? The boots are the last item that we actually need to fight Vati. It can't be all dungeons. Sorry,
Alright, time to take out, well, actually... What is a Wobbuffet that's green anyway?
It's not shiny. A shiny Wobbuffet is purple. Maybe it's a mossy, shiny Wobbuffet, since it does have a bit of purple in it.
Whatever works.
Okay, what I'm saying is adamant that it's a Numinemon. Okay.
So we have gone from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh! To now Digimon?
Yep.
Alright, Green Chew has been taken out. First
And
prize.
He's rewarding us with a heart piece. And the second prize is going to be...
After the little victory theme.
Yeah, that's going to be some dramatic build-up. It's just a blue pea. But yeah, Lucy's got Mana Pillar, which is noteworthy. Yeah, we did have a little joke about Yulawi requiring 5 items, much like Exodia requiring 5 pieces of Exodia. And then Chad started to list every single Exodia, not piece, but card. So the different versions of Exodia. Okay, Goldfish is making their way into Cloudtops now. While Blizzy is still looking for their Kinson and Hiking.
Now I just have to wonder who is going to check the Matter Pillar first.
I think it's probably going to be Sean, just because Sean is currently in Deepwood. Although they could bail after getting the Kinstone. Oh yeah, looks like Shocky is actually talking to Anjo first, and trying to help her with her Kaku problem.
Yeah, well, the Kukos don't want to be helped.
Yep.
Which is, well, typical.
Yeah. Especially with the golden ones. Okay, there's the mushroom for Blizzy. But will they continue into Caster, or will they go straight for what's his face? Rem. Okay, looks like they'll be continuing into Caster. They're not satisfied with the mushroom. They want to see gold.
Well, there's a golden map. Never mind.
Well, it is a magical map, though. It colors itself blue once you actually visited an area. Yeah, Manipula has an item. If Manipula has the boots, Boots is going to be furious.
But if Matter Pillar has the book, then Yalari is an option.
Oh, yep. Unless it's the last key. Lucy is missing 1 small key, so he's on 3. There wasn't a key on on green shoe that got skipped. So he may have determined that it's a key. I don't remember the peakable heart piece that's south of Malapilla though.
Actually,
I
think Matterpillar is a key then.
Yeah.
Unless we're dealing with that same tracker glitch that we had talked about previously.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that for keys so far. Only for kinstones. Lucy has 3 small keys for.
Alright, then Matterpillar is likely the 4th key then.
Yeah. Shocky's picking up his Falls kinstone here. He needs to go into Deepwood for his final Cloud of kinstone. There you go. Bluesy checking. Yeah, Bluesy's getting called off. Oh, Bluesy's going everywhere besides hiking. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's... Bluesy is still getting to last location that. I just hope that he doesn't do Octo before hiking. But, knowing Bluesy, it's possible. We have seen hiking. Hiking is a kinstone. The last one that Bluesy needs. So he will be putting that off for a while. Okay, so is it going to be Caster for Bluesy, or is it going to be Droplets? Okay, it's Caster. Good.
Alright, so it will not be last locationed, just close to it.
Maybe before the boots are actually on Octo the whole time. Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, the boots lock out Octomanef, so you don't really want to do the... Okay, so there was a small key on Malapilla. But yeah, if you want to do Octomanef, which means doing Octo with 0 ink cycles and getting perfect RNG, you do need the boots for that. The boots, the shield, and the lamp. Well, and I suppose a way to open up Octo.
Well, we have the way to open up Octo.
Yeah. So, people are very discouraged from doing Octo without boots. Just because at this point many people know about Octomanep, and those who do know about it want to use it.
I don't know of it, but then again, I'm not in the tournament for multiple reasons.
Octomanep is more or less just walking into the Blue room in a certain way, and then having fairly precise movement during Octo's fight. I doubt not getting... Yeah.
I mean, I recently picked up a speed run of a game where you kind of need precise movement and very good luck. Precise movement is harder than it looks, as someone who doesn't, really speed run that much. So kudos to these runners for being able to pull that off, because that's fully in my repertoire right now.
I'm saying we do have more than 3 people doing Octomanep. I do it, Pikabots does it. I think Dax knows about it too. Wind's Requiem should know about it as well. Who else was in the top ranks? I think Nesman knows as well, but he always decides not to. Does Nesman know about it? I think he does, but he probably doesn't know. He probably just doesn't want it. Because that's lame. But yeah, Bluesy's going to pick up his Kazakin soon. His Kazakin soon. So let's see if they're actually going to unmute, because they've been known to do that sometimes when something is particularly bad.
One of those situations. I'll stay quiet.
Okay. Nothing so far. Ah, nothing. Shame.
Honestly, I commend Bluesy for maintaining professionalism.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Sean full cleared Deepwood, and now with his final Kinzone also being the one in hiking, hopefully he decides to go into Cloudtops, and into hiking? Question mark. But yeah, we see Sean exiting Deepwood while Goldfish enters Deepwood. And then we have the two other racers in Cloudtops. So it's always nice to see the one else being kind of synced up. Or at least in the same region.
And up we go. Bregel will give us his gift, and then we have 5 more chests before we enter the Palace of Winds. And yet I saw quick... Oh, right, quick warp to just start right over there.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Bluesy's checking Griggle too. Or, I suppose, Griggle as a whole. We keep hiking over Octo. I would do hiking before Octo. Yeah, and then boots are... So either the boots are here, Palace, or it's going to be an Octo. Since Octo doesn't have an element, Octo has 2 items to give us. Okay, that's that arrows to Bluesy. That's French
Vanilla.
Hooray! And the boots! Okay, so whoever bet Wind Tribe was the right one. Yeah, Bluesy's in go mode now.
Right, so we may get to see a possible 2:30 finish.
None got it. Ooh, no one. Okay. Let's see, with 152. If you can go mode Palace, it takes about 10 minutes. So, 2 Palace done. 2 more for well equipped. And then about 12 for, yeah. I think they are still able to finish sub 220. Sub 215 would be a bit difficult though.
Also, Jason, the you can't bet now.
Yeah. And Trent, usually, if no one wins, then the restreamer wins the bet. At least that's how we've handled things kind of lately.
Everyone has their different things. I don't care how tiebreakers are decided. It's for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and Wheel 2 was closest. That's true. Okay, yeah, Sean actually fighting Wobbuffet here. Well, Shocky is on ice. There we go. But yeah, right now, the biggest concern for Bluesy is just the big key for Palace of Winds. We might see the big key on Pop Push of all things. However, it's very unlikely. We haven't seen the big key on Pop Push for ages. Oh, speaking of the big key, that is...
That diagonal jump I've done before. It can be a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you need to... you need a good way to time that. Oh yeah, and entering tower bed when Bluesy Yeah. That sounds good. The diagonal jump is free. Kinda, yeah. As soon as you get the hang of it, you are very unlikely to miss that.
Alright, Goldfish has another key to their name.
Yep. And looks like Sean's actually going back for... No way. Oh, Sean is going for Octo. Sean is prioritizing Octo over hiking. Yeah. So, Sean will be losing about 5 to 10 minutes here. Oh, he has done that? Yeah, that's going to be 10.
I know what it feels like to lose time in droplets, so...
Just a broken Octo. Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Let's see, what are we actually still missing? I think we have everything besides a few art pieces and art containers. What about scrolls? We're still missing 2 scrolls. I think. Let's see.
Well, one scroll was just picked up by Sean in the droplets pot room.
Yeah.
It was...
a scroll?
It was a scroll. I'm forgetting the name, but apparently chat says it's Rockbreaker.
Okay. That was rock, okay.
But according to chat, we also picked up Rockbreaker, or so I thought. Now I'm confused.
It's, Schrodinger's scroll.
I really do not want to think about a scroll that could or could not exist until it's opened.
Yeah. But yeah, Lizzie did skip Pot Push, so they should be good to go. Yeah. They only need one more small key, which they didn't get here. And then they can just go straight to George. Hang on, they're paying attention again. Possibly. Yeah, Sean is missing 2 scrolls, Goldfish is missing 2 scrolls, Lucy as well, and Dr. Shocky is on 7 scrolls, so they're missing 4. Is it 7? Looks like 7. Oh, we're missing 1.
Me to tell.
Okay. Yeah.
There's the key.
Yeah, so now Boozy can just go straight to George.
Ooh, Sean messed up the ice puzzle. Or no.
Oh, he did it again. Okay.
Right, I forgot he had to push that ice block into that little corner there.
Yeah, so you can do that in just one fell swoop, so it's very tight time window, but you can just get your clones done first and then push the ice block second. So that's possible. It's very difficult though. You gotta have very precise ice movement. So yeah, okay. Sean has run this glitchless, so they know about the password. What squad are we missing? Looks like it's the. I should quickly bring up the. I think it's Beam. Yeah, so Goldfish is missing Rockbreaker, which is in the underwater port, and Goldfish is missing Beam. I can't tell from Bluesy's layout though, just because Bluesy is using Cube's tracker instead of Myth's tracker. Okay, so we're just missing Beam. Lovely.
So we have a Peril Beam, but not a normal beam?
Yes.
Then, as long as we have any beam, when we do the 4-sword spin attack, we will get a beam shot out, right?
Yeah, but that beam doesn't do any damage, unfortunately. It's just the beam that de-stones people.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, but that beam is not it's connected to the force sword instead of any like other scroll. And Lucy should have down thrust, so they should be doing this down thrust style. Although, is using the force sword quicker than down thrust? That was cycle 1. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, looks like they'll be going for the clone strats instead of the down thrust strat. The thing with the down thrust strat is that it just looks cooler, so always go for that.
Well, in this case, it was a well-timed down thrust.
Yeah. Goldfish is going for cane skip skip. So if you don't make that diagonal jump, you have to do the long route, which we call cane skip skip. Although there's also cane skip 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 skip, which is achieved by taking a little shortcut in that room there.
Is there a cane skip skip skip?
Wait, no, wait, it's cane skip, it's cane skip skip, and it's cane skip skip skip. Yeah, it's you get the point. Oh yeah, sorry, it's cane skip.
Mido, where are you?
But yeah, while we're speaking of Kane, Lucy has finished the fights against George, while Sean has started the fight against Myth's favorite waifu, Octo.
I was not expecting that.
There are a few clips on Twitch channel where he calls Octo his waifu, so I think it's official now. Oh, speak of the last book. That is. He's not confused yet. Yeah. So the last book was actually on George himself. So, yikes. Rip the dream. Yeah, we don't have a. Oh, Lucy's going for it. Lucy is doing it. He's going for the meme. Lovely. That's what we'll see.
This is a time waste.
I don't think Lucy cares about that. On the right side, we can see what Octo has in just a few moments. Oh, there's another. Okay, he's just on cycle 2. The people's champion, yeah. Champion of the people. Although I suppose that was more or less Womstein's title.
Alright. We're at least going to find out what Yalari was keeping in this long trek. What do you got for us?
Oh, a heart container.
We're actually at 19 hearts.
Yeah. I don't know how many heart pieces Lucy has, though. Imagine he having 3 of them, and the last one is an Octo. Oh, Sean is getting a 2 cycle. It's getting a 2 smoke. Yikes. Yeah. Although we might see another heart piece somewhere in Wall Crypt, or just the backside of Wall Valley, but it's very unlikely that Lucy's going to pick that up as well. If Octo has a heart, oof, yeah. Is Sean getting 3 inks? Did he miss this? Oh, it's 2 inks? I thought he got 3 inks. Oh, I'm just not paying attention again. So it's 2 inks. Whoops, okay.
I've been focusing on Bluesy's side, who just got the graveyard key back.
Yeah, I did kind of too, so it probably is 2 ink instead of 3 ink. Although, 3 ink is still possible. Yeah, the thing with you is that you're also a commentator, so we know that you're blind as well. So we can't take you for granted.
Harsh. Alright, reward 1 for Big Octo is...
money. Shaki on Lucy's tail. Oh! Right, yeah. However, Shocky hasn't done What did that do? Did Chucky do George? Don't think so. Okay, we can get your tower beds in.
Tower bets, by the way, you need to specify which of the 4 corners we have to visit.
Yeah.
Assuming it's a usually shaped square.
Okay, Blues are getting the final element from the king here. Yeah, Charleston is still hunting for that final kinstone. Which he's going to find in hiking. But yeah, Shocky is as well in well equipped. However, I think they're still missing their element from George. Yeah, Sean actually got proper handle sledge. Handle sledge is checking the half ledge after doing Wobbuffet. Oh yeah, as far as the tablets are concerned, make sure that your bat hasn't been bet before. At least this stream. So if we have two identical bats, the first one takes the bet.
And thus, we stick our 4-sword into the pedestal to get the 4-sword. Yeah, it's a minor limitation of the game.
Yeah.
I have to wonder what item in the prize pool was removed to allow for that quote-unquote duplicate 4-sword then.
We don't have pet items, so... Oops, there's that. Usually you get items if when you have like elements and stick them in the pedestal. But for way settings, we have disabled pet items. So I don't think we necessarily had to erase an item out of the item pool. I think the only thing that got erased is one small key here in DHC and one locked door here in DHC. Just make sure that no one soft locks. Because usually the king gives you a small key in order to get out of the basement. Okay, a junk item still gets placed on the pet item even when... yeah. So if you have pet items disabled, a junk item gets placed there either way. So,
that makes
fire
sense.
beast, for example, or bombs.
And considering we already have a 50 bomb capacity, yeah, we don't need to worry about additional bombs.
Yeah. Well, as long as no one brute forces their way through the cannon rooms with remote bombs. Like I may have done already.
Don't remind me of the cannon rooms. I don't know why, but I have been so inconsistent with doing the spin attack reflections.
Yeah. The timing is fairly tight.
And, oh!
That's the map, okay.
Not what I was expecting.
But yeah, you can get the cannon rooms with just normal bombs. Sorry, with just normal bombs, or the remote bombs. But the remote bombs are fairly difficult, simply because you have to activate them before there's any visual cue from the cannons themselves.
Alright, we have one small key. There are two more chances to see if we need to visit additional towers or not.
Yeah, so At this rate, it can't be one tower. I think. No, wait, it can't be.
It can't be 4. Or actually, it could be.
It could be 4.
Yeah, it cannot be 1.
Yeah. Yeah. You can use remotes if you are a god and have an eternal flame card in your head. But you can also do that if you have just many bombs left.
And if I understand that correctly, it can no longer be 2, which means my
Yes.
bet's gone.
Okay, Sean is finally in hiking. So they'll be getting they'll be getting their last bottle, and soon their last Kinson.
Wait. Lucy never did a spin attack and yet was somehow able to hit right then left on the recoil?
Yeah. You can just do that. It just works.
I don't get it.
You don't have to. Yeah, you can do that with just a single slash, with spin. You can also just use bombs or remote boats. Sorry, remote bombs. There we go. Speaking is hard. But yeah, Lucy's good at that slash strat. And since we do have a small key here, that means that it's it's 3 towers. Sorry.
We are bad with math today, Andros.
Yeah, I'm still wondering how I managed to graduate high school with my math.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Alright, now we have to go through this, S-Snake room, which I really don't like dealing with. That slow-moving fire bar
Yeah.
doesn't help.
With following bets, no northwest, no not northeast, and in general 3 towers, so we will have a winner. Yeah.
How did those mini tornadoes even get there in the first place?
I don't know. My idea is that Hyrule Castle, is that the top half of Hyrule Castle is just either so high above the ground that you can't see the ground because of the clouds, or just turn it into weird mist and Barty's wind energy. Especially since the I suppose the sacrificial altar that Zelda is upon, and Vati 3's battle room, they don't really make that much architectural sense. So there's always that. Yeah, always blame Vati. He's a wind sorcerer.
I will not object to that plan.
Yeah.
Goldfish now done with the Royal Crypt. Dr. Shucky trying to make their way up to Georg. And Sean, I think, about to start the Palace of Winds. Wait, that's a strategy you can do on that Dark Nut?
Yeah.
Or Iron Knuckle, or which
Yeah.
is it in this game?
Those are Dark Nuts.
I always mix up which one it is.
Yeah, so the Iron Knuckles are usually the ones with the axes, and the Dark Nuts are the ones with the swords. I think as far as lore goes, the Dark Nuts are more or less just twisted knights of Hyrule, while the Iron Knuckles, I think, are more or less Gerudo warriors in just very thick, heavy armor. I suppose lore is subjective when it comes to Zelda.
Northwest is the item.
Northwest. Okay, that means that Mai is out. It's not northwest. Oh! So 3 north, not northwest. Okay. Haha! I won! That's great. But yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks!
So what are you gonna do with those hard-earned winnings?
I don't know. I suppose contemplate my life over it. My life choices.
Enough. Sean now done with the Wiz Robes.
Yeah. While Dr. Shocky is just about to fight George. So I think at this point, at least on Restream, it's Bluesy's race to lose here. Unless he doesn't, unless he pulls a Nimbus, he would need to waste probably about 7 minutes to lose here. Well, maybe even longer. For Nimbus. Yes. But I think that's that. Don't leave it down.
I have definitely missed a lot when it comes to this community.
Yeah, Nimbus, unfortunately took about 17 minutes on Vati 3.
1770. Hello.
Okay, so GG's to Diver Course. More or less sniping Bluesy here by about 4 minutes, I suppose. I think Bluesy did call that, didn't they? Yeah, I think they called that in race chat before.
Okay, Bluesy now has all of the keys and can.
It's like 6 minutes. Okay. It's 6 minutes.
Oh, you have to take the blue warp first and then the red one.
Yeah, I think Bluesy just is a tiny bit impatient here. They want to get Vati done as soon as possible, in order not to lose second place to someone else sniping them.
And with that big key, the boss rush can commence.
Yeah. Clearly the time clearing Yulari. Of course, yeah. It's the time clearing Yulari and the time spent looking for the final kinstone and hiking.
I think hiking was more the detriment.
Yeah. Although I think at this point you just have to expect hiking. Just because, well... So, if you skip hiking, it has something. If you rush hiking, it never has anything. Oh, Blue's getting the good RNG from the Darknuts here. The very good RNG. Ooh, fancy.
And when it comes to this battle, take any advantage you can get.
Yeah. This was a yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. It was an anti-François seed and a prime Vadacourse seed. Vadacourse likes to just dip into everything and just bail as soon as you can, technically. So, yeah. There's always that. Also, hi Vadacourse. Welcome and GG's. Voice Beam Fortress. Yeah.
Sorry, I was confused. I was like, did Dark Horse suddenly join the commentary booth?
Not, well, chat, but not the booth.
I see chat. I see chat now. trying to keep my eye on the races more than,
So the heck with my band. Oh yeah, we do have the band list, don't we? I should actually start filling out the form for that. And yes, we do have a form for that.
Oh my goodness, of course you do. Vadi 1 down. Time for the grotesque eyeball.
I think I would and I kinda over-optimized that. But as soon as if it works, it works.
As usual, when it comes to this battle, it's sometimes luck where the eyes are vulnerable first.
Yeah.
And then, depending on how lucky you feel and how the eyes are placed, you either go for the quad clone or maybe you go for a lucky down thrust.
Yeah. So the first cycle always has the eyes on the bottom. So if you have down thrust, you kind of always want to go for down thrust in the first cycle. Second cycle and third are just, yeah, you only down thrust the first one. That way you can 3-cycle the entire thingy. Sorry, party 3, party 2.
And now, the final battle.
Yeah, Robson, even with Din's Charm, you can, well, you have a minimum of 3 cycles. You can't 2-cycle Vati.
I don't think it was intended to grow back up. We kind of have to dive in and take out the
Yeah.
the one that's right there as it comes in.
If you want to waste time getting Din's Charm, yes. Thing is, getting Din's Charm is, nah. Din's Charm is not worth it. However, Bluesy goes for Lanternless, but will he get it? No, he won't. Yeah, and yes, Din's Charm is kind of a waste. He wastes about 40 seconds doing that.
Sean getting a down stab. I wasn't fully sure if that would have worked, but there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Ton needs to be a bit more up. That's a bit too much. Oh, that worked? Okay, that worked. Lovely. Yeah, he's finishing second cycle, George. Well, Lucy is on RT3. And he's a bit, I think he was a bit too far to the left here. Just a pixel or two. It's very easy to yeah, now he was very far left.
I never understood why sometimes when the shots seem like they all go straight, that one of them just doesn't want to hit. I never understood that.
Yes. Yeah, well, the shots are very precise. However, due to how Link's sword swipe work and how the clones work, you can be a bit too far to the right, but you can't be too far to... you can be a bit too far to the right when it's still working, but as soon as you are just a bit too far left, it just won't stop working. It just will stop working. Especially since if you have the clone and you swipe your sword, the clones have a 1-frame delay from like the main Link, the other way around. Sorry, yeah, the other way around. Okay, GG to Bluesy, who finishes with a time of 2:24. You can't be a single pixel to the right. I thought it was the left.
2:24:26.
There's a very small leeway to the left. I thought it was a very small leeway to the right.
We've been mixing up left and right all day, apparently.
Yeah, we do.
Let's see if Bluesy wants to join for an interview, shall we?
Yeah, looks like they'll be joining soon. And no, that is not the Yalawi time gap. Yalawi takes less than a minute to check, and I think Dark Horse finished about... okay. So, hi Lucy, GG!
Yo.
So, what did you think of the seed?
It wasn't bad, but I hated it.
Do tell us why.
Can I say why? No, because I kept going the wrong places. I just didn't like it because I kept going the wrong places. I got way too many things that I shouldn't have.
Yes. Yeah, so I think Goldfish was the first one who got the kinstone of hiking.
Yeah. In my mind, it was like, well, I can do Caster, or I can do Equid Shrine.
Yeah.
And I thought, my mind like instantly went to the comparison between hiking and Green Shoe, and I was like, well, Green Shoe's faster than hiking, right?
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
Overall, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then I got the book on Georg, and I was just like, this is kind of...
Yeah, you just have to go to... Yeah.
I don't care about the seed, I just want to freaking
Yalawi.
do something funny.
Yeah.
And it was a hard
worked out.
container, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. So Sean decided to go for Octo before hiking.
I was really considering that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Octo only had junk. Especially with, I think you were on 19 hearts.
Yeah, I had 19 hearts.
Yeah, you almost full cleared that seed.
Yeah, I know.
That was fun. But yeah, we're always just thinking about, okay, what if the boots are on Octo? But then you found the Moon Tribe. And we were both relieved and a bit disappointed at the same time.
Honestly, I would have been... If that was the case, I would have been better, because with the amount of things I checked already, I wouldn't have minded it being 100% seed. So, like, if the boots were nowhere in Palace of Winds, I would be like, alright, they're either in Blue Chew or Octo. When I got 4 Temple of Droplets small keys immediately, I was like, I'm just probably gonna have to... Like, there were 2 checks left in the game. There was the Moldor, or not the Moldor, the Moldozer big chest, and then there was Blue Chew, and I thought, okay, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Blue Chew that has my next progression.
Yeah, we are sure of it as well.
And
Especially
then
with the bottleneck of Red Sword.
And then I lucked out, but at that point, I was like, yeah, I just want to do more checks.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the fun, especially in the beginning. So, the beginning was just fast.
Yeah.
You kind of skipped your green sword for a long time.
But it worked out alright.
Yeah, it worked out, yeah. But yeah, especially with like with just the amount of items that you got very early on. I mean, you just had Kane and Mid in the same cave. What are the odds of that?
Something low.
Yeah.
I don't know. How many checks are there in the game?
Over 400.
Well, I'll let a math person get on that.
Yeah.
Like a more math person than me. Because I would consider myself a math person, but I don't care about that.
I'm everything but a math person.
I got quite a bit more Vatty trolled than I'm used to, also.
Yeah. But Buddy has been kind of nice. Oh, for the third place.
Finish?
Yeah, GG's to kids. Finishing with a time of 2:29.13.
Nice.
And okay. As I'm seeing Sean doing this, I just have to. Lucy, why did you check out Yalari?
Because it was funny.
I think if we have to boil down the TMCR community to one meme, it's Yalari. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean is definitely memeing. Like I was probably kind of memeing. I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna finish first. I don't really care what place I get. And then I got second, which was fine. Okay, he's gonna get himself a nice
sad. Don't be sad, kids. You finished third and sub 230 as well. That's nice. I followed my gut. It would. Yeah.
Not the easiest seed to read, Kitsune. Don't feel too bad.
Yeah, with how many options you just had, just at the beginning. Yeah, like. Oh yeah. Robinstein wants to have his ban points, so. When we were banned because I hate it. Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't. It didn't vibe with me. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Thing is, while this seed has been,
it wasn't like
quite
terrible. Like
yeah,
you did have to go all the way. You did have to go most of the way through Temple of Droplets to get a sword, but I just made it way worse because I felt like it was going to be worse.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because when I thought it was bad, I pretended like it was bad, and it wasn't that bad. But because I thought it was bad, I did bad things, and now I hate it.
Yeah, I don't think you actually gonna get any like meme points. I'm saying.
No,
so we had the Sword and Droplets. We had a book in Palace. Bluechew, Yalawi, Tingle, Waveblade, Dampai, and Stockway 600 really didn't have anything. The bosses were barren as well, so the two non-elemental bosses had nothing.
I had Tingle access early, but Tingle
yeah,
wasn't
Tingle access was early, but yeah, so
those are my files too. I was like, I've been forgetting Tingle lately. I want to make sure I don't. I'll make it my meme for today.
Yeah, then we have, you didn't have to take the vanilla path to Cave of Flames. You didn't have to take the vanilla path to the first lever in Droplets. You didn't have to climb the books in the library. No Strange Cloud without Cape. No Fortress without Mid and or Bow. No required Light Arrows, no required Juggernaut, London Key, Cave of Flame, sorry. No Dax Forsword, and we didn't have an item in DHC. But yeah, this was the worst place Red Sword could have been, so I think that's the cool point for that. Yeah, well,
the only worst place would have been Bluechew. Technically, it could have been better because you could have done it faster, but who's going to do it faster?
I think with how the community has been routing recently, a lot more people are doing Bluechew nowadays than a few months ago.
I mean, I don't know what other people are doing. That was like the most likely situation you would do Bluechew in, and I don't know who did it.
Oh yeah, and we completely forgot to congratulate Goldfish on finishing as well on 12th place. So, GG's.
GG's.
It literally just happened, so it wasn't a full forgetfulness, just to clarify.
Yeah. So, yeah. What's your opinion on that seat?
It wasn't too bad for me. I think what really lost me the most time is they took forever to get that ocarina.
Yeah. That took you quite a while to get.
I'm assuming everyone else had it long before I ever did.
Yes.
Where was that again?
The ocarina was on
Which shop?
Syrup.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just never... When I found a way across there, I never really went back until I was looking for my go mode.
Yeah, I think the majority of the OS on Restream did check Syrup after coming back down from Cave of Flames. So they just got their mids, they just got their cape in Quennel.
Okay.
They were routing this from southern Minish Woods into just like Lake area, just like Lake Hylia area with Hype Cave, with droplets.
Yeah, see, I did Hype Cave droplets, found that red sword, and immediately went to Western Wood.
How many participants? We did have 8 participants in the in the weekly this time, with 4 of them being on Restream.
All right. Were there any other, I guess, tricky parts for this seed for you, Goldfish?
I mean, Krenel ended up being loaded, and then in there I accidentally pressed my reset key instead of quick warping. Was in the wrong randomizer mindset there, but it felt like I thought my execution was fine. It took me a while to get the ocarina, and then I think my routing wasn't necessarily the best, but I thought overall I did decent.
Yeah, I think the seed itself was actually pretty nice. Probably the 2 main problems were just the kinstones in Deepwood and in Hiking.
Yeah, I mean, the first trip up was just getting the red sword out of droplets, which
Oh yeah,
was like in the last check you go into droplets, and it's like there's finally the red sword, and it's like at that point I'm waiting Veil Falls Kinstone or red sword, and I go immediately to one of those places, and then I find the Veil Falls Kinstone, and instead of going into Deepwood, it's like I have much better checks in Veil Falls, and of course nothing was there.
Yeah, but I think everyone did that on Restream. They got their Veil Falls Kinstone and just went straight for Cloud Tops. Just because, well, you were missing most likely 1 Cloud Tops Kinstone, and
Boots.
there's always the Cloud Tops Kinstone in Cloud Tops.
When you have 4, there's never 1, but when you have less than 4, there's usually 1.
Oh, okay. It's never.
That's at least a trend I've noticed, is if you have 4, you're never going to find your 5th up there, but if you're looking for more than 1, then it's just like, here's the Cloud Tops Kinstone for you, and you're like, thanks.
Yeah, so everyone's go mode was Boots, at least on Restream.
I would have a hard time imagining you not having Boots go mode. Unless you just never went to get your 4 sword out of Crypt.
Yeah. Okay, Shocky is unfortunately missing. So, Vati hasn't been too kind to Dr. Shocky. And he just got robbed out of his 3-cycle Vati.
Did anyone find Rockbreaker?
I
No.
don't think so.
I thought someone did.
Oh, yeah,
Sean.
Sean. It was Sean in the underwater port in Droplets.
Yeah, when I did droplets, I didn't have flippers, so I was never going back there except if I was really desperate for items, and even that in Octo.
Just trying to go through and see what checks I didn't get.
There weren't that many checks besides, Big Octo that were left, really.
Yeah, there was Octo.
Boots
For
lock
me,
stuff.
there was still Blue Chew and Underwater Pot.
Blue Chew is 20 rupees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a red sword out of it. It's like, well, it's red, just the wrong red.
Yeah. Like at that point, it was like before I had gotten the Bulldozer sword, I was like, I already had all 4 keys, and I just thought, why would they do this unless it's on Blue Chew?
Yeah.
And I
that
guess
was
I didn't
fun.
touch anything Ocarina Lock because I found that so late.
Yes. There wasn't really anything of Grand Ocarina. even the sequence breaks with the Ocarina weren't really that useful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Shocky getting quite a difficult Vati fight here. Yeah. Usually you just want to pray that Vati has his left arm, but it's always difficult. There we go, he gets it.
And Vati doesn't like to be kind. What can I say? Oh, we went back.
Yep.
No, we gotta stay small.
There we go. Where, yeah, we had a very late droplets check from everyone.
Well, that's kind of how you're forced. You had to first get your Cranal access, and then you got loaded with items, and then it was a matter of you're doing Cave of Flames because it's required.
Yeah.
And then after that, you want to hit Hype Cave on the way there, so you hit a quick town checks at Hype Cave, and by that time you're already like 40 minutes into a seed.
Yeah, I think a majority of the racers spent at least a considerable amount of time in town itself. So they went for Fountain, for Anju, before... Well, yeah.
I didn't do the slow checks, but I did some of the fast ones like Karlov and Well and things like that. Just grab the few quick ones on the way. I think there's another, the down thrust, and then headed off to Hylic because I wanted to get to Hype Cave.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which of course had nothing.
Okay, yeah. Dr. Shocky having some trouble here with 33 again. That looks good. There we go. Okay, one more cycle for them. Well, Sean has to find 2 more sword keys. Okay. And there we go. GG's to Dr. Shocky for finishing in 5th place with a time of 2:41.44.
Did it show in chat yet? I'm not seeing it.
I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the bar is always a tiny bit delayed since we are on the day ourselves.
Yep.
And looks like Dr. Shocky will be joining us in commentary for an interview. Lovely.
More key for Sean.
Yep. They'll be finishing up in the next few minutes as well, with just Vati being on the way.
Yep.
So yeah, GG's to Dr. Shocky, and welcome.
GG's. That was... A Dark Hyrule Castle needs some execution work.
Well, so the majority was just Vati that got a bit in a bit of trouble. But
I understand that Vati 2 is a jerk, and so is Vati 3 sometimes.
Yeah, it's just Vati. However, I think we saw you great spinning Vati to himself. You don't really want to do that. Well, you only want to do that when you don't have the clones. So when you broke Vati, but he broke your clones. In cycle 1, usually you either so in cycle 1 his eyes are always at the bottom. So you either down thrust them, or you just get your clones in, do a slash, and then do a single spin with all 4 with all clones at Vati. Same goes for cycle 2. However, in cycle 2 the eyes are random. And then in cycle 3, you break Vati with your clones. You do 1 spin with all your clones, then you delete your clones and just do 1 single slash at Vati. That should be enough for 3-cycling him.
Okay. It's good knowledge.
Good knowledge as long as Vati doesn't kill your clones, and then you're just hoping.
If Vati kills your clones on the last cycle, it's very tight, but you can just great spin then with just 1 link.
And I know I need to work on cape jumping, because that was what was messing me up on my way to Temple of Droplets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's just something that comes to practice.
Yeah. Now,
Same
my
goes
only
to-
question was where was Rockbreaker?
Walkbreaker was in the underwater port in Droplets.
Ah, yeah. Glad I didn't go back for that.
Yeah, no one in the interview booth right now has gone down there.
It was only Sean, and Sean went back for Octo before hiking to get his final.
Oh,
Ooh.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Sean
no.
will-
As soon as I finished Fortress, I was like, you know what? I might as well just full clear caster while I'm here.
yeah. At that point, Cash is my
Until-
most checked
yeah.
location.
Mm-hmm. One of my biggest mistakes was going up to Cloud Tops, then going back down to Shrine, and then having to go back up to Cloud Tops.
Oh yeah, Sean has actually done an AED. Yeah, Trent just mentioned in chat he plays too much OOTR.
No, that hit me and Krenel when I went to Quick Warp and I just reset because that's what you do in OOT. I'm just like, oh wait, wrong game.
Oh yeah, I would want to know if there are any ban points for Rumstain.
I mean, we knew he was gonna do in all dungeons, but it wasn't a hard all dungeon, so a couple of points.
Well, you can
Not-
either say yes or no.
Yeah,
either
I'll
bad
give
or
him
not.
some bad points, because Myth can't be alone over there.
Okay.
I thought the seed was fine. There's nothing too egregious about it.
Okay, so 2 out of 8. I don't think the majority will be banning Rumstain for this one.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. So he's just getting his ban points for one-way summoning the Seed Bowler, and then the quality point for, well, the Red Sword and the Hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 no's and 2 yes out of 8 people. So if the
That doesn't sound like a ban to me.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and I only gave effectively a quarter point due to the red sword.
oh yeah,
But I don't know if I'm allowed to give a point because, you know, I'm just a commentator.
unfortunately not. It's only the racers.
Alright.
However, one could apologize for the seed and this gaining another few points. Since it looks like he'll be less, well, which I didn't. Okay, I can't by myself. It's a point if I apologize, which I didn't. Okay,
Oh, Body's just throwing flames at Sean.
yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how, but I managed to dodge all the flames on Body 1. Never got a flame cycle. It's like, I'll take it.
I got hit with one flame.
Yeah.
For some reason, my Body 1 always just went to fire lasers and never went to fireballs.
Yeah, it's down to RNG if he goes for lasers or the fireballs, if I recall correctly. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the good RNG.
Alright, if you guys have any other questions, if not, I need to go take care of my kid because he just woke up from his nap.
I think that's it.
That covers.
Yeah, that covers it.
Alright, well, good luck to
GGs,
the other
have a good
racers, and
Yeah.
GG's everyone.
Jeez. Yeah, Sean's still invited to here. So you don't want to do your clones counterclockwise because that happens otherwise. So due to how the clonelings swing their swords, you don't want to do your clones counterclockwise. And Rumstain, down thrust doesn't really. Well, you don't use down thrust when you're not in the first cycle. You either
Yeah,
use
Bones to get the 3 cycle.
yeah. There we go. He gets it. So he gets the final eye there.
And I normally don't anyways, because
There
you
you
have to unequip your bow for your cape and then unequip your cape for your bow. And it's just
Yeah.
like, if you can just get the clones quick, it's probably about the same.
I suppose, yeah, it's about the same. But it's just less of a headache with the down thrust. Since you don't have to position yourself and you don't have to dodge the purple spikes, that's what makes down thrust a bit easier. So yeah, Sean's on the final stage of Vati 3.
Now, will Vati 3 behave this time?
I don't think so.
Oh, we gotta hope, right?
That's true, yeah. However, since Sean has great spin, the insides of Vati's arms are fairly nice to do. It's a lot worse without great spin or wall attack.
Alright, come on, Vati, you can dive that arm in. There you go.
Yeah, he's taking his... Vati's taking his time there. Is he going for Lanternless? No, he's not. Shame.
Oh yeah, Great Spin is really convenient this seed. It gave you an Incredible a little bit before
Yeah.
the Spiny Chews.
Yeah. I think almost everyone... Yeah, I think everyone used the Great Spin for the Spiny Chews. You can go for the Any Presence strat, or just do an investment and just chuck bombs. Oh, he misses the sword swipe. Yeah, the problem with Vati 3 is that he can very easily break your flow. You have a certain flow when fighting Vati 3, and if you miss something, it's very easy to just screw that flow up and continue to fail and fail and fail. Especially with how precise Vati is. Okay.
Helps you swing your sword.
Yeah, Sean noticing that their sword was on B and not on A. Okay. It's a bit too hard to do right there. Yep. Ah, that poor man. There we go, he gets the first cycle.
Alright, Vati, behave one more time, please. Also, Myth, I'm staying neutral on the sword thing.
I think we should actually do a poll on Discord if swords on B or swords on A. Okay, and GG to Sean, finishing in... Is it 5th place? It's 6th place, with a time of 2:52.51.
Nice, our 4 restreamed runners take it to sub 3.
Yeah. Okay, Sean isn't going to be joining us for an interview. So I think we are more or less done here.
Then, please, follow our 4 runners, Bluesy, Agoti, also known as Goldfish, SDG Sean, and Dr. Shocky.
Yeah, not to forget the trackers, Myth, Tomotouch, Candy Crystal, and iBot.
And definitely follow Hendris. He was able to keep up with this a lot better than I was today.
And Danstad, also known as Wolfman 2000, for the spectacular commentary. Commentary. There we go.
Now, while that concludes things, just, for this particular run, there's still plenty coming up within the next few days, to my knowledge, on the Zelda speedrun schedule. let me just take a quick look. And yes, we actually will have at 7 p.m. Eastern, basically 2 hours from now, a Majora's Mask Randomizer Tournament Qualifier race taking place on the main channel, I believe. And then Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, there will be the Zelda 2 Randomizer Weekly. And Thursday, we are going to have another Majora's Mask Rando Qualifier, along with what looks like a Wind Waker Randomizer Tournament Settings race. So we've got plenty of good things coming up the next few days. So please follow twitch.tv/ZeldaSpeedRuns, ZeldaSpeedRuns2, and ZeldaSpeedRuns_3.
I couldn't say that any better than you did.
What can I say? I'm better with early game and plugs.
Yeah. But we probably going over to the main channel right now because ZSR main is running right now from what I can see.
They must be on the Crossworld Key Sanity tournament right now.
There's
Yeah,
also the sub goal that we have on CSR main right now, with Tress facing our tourney winner in a TMCR seed. Which might actually be Yoko, if I recall correctly.
Am I allowed to coach Tress?
Depending on the time for that match, I may have to try to watch it.
Yeah.
Gonna be a great one.
Yeah, we'll get some sort of handicap, yeah.
Nimbus needs some against Tress.
No. Tress will be getting the handicap.
Oh! Okay, of course, right. I have a feeling that seat's not gonna end well for Tress.
It's not our problem.
Okay, but yeah, we indeed go over to the Cross Keys match on the ZSR main, and later today we have a Majora's Mask qualification race. There's another qualifier today. Because there is a render tournament in Majora's Mask coming up, so that's gonna be hype, right?
Hype.
Indeed.
Alright, keep on grooving, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on ZSR.
With that said, thank you all for watching. Have a great race. Have a great day. And bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.